speaker, Palestinian academic. I was hosted this morning on a media channel, and they asked me like 2-3 questions, and after that they hosted the consul general for half an hour.
This is a U.S. channel.
Yes, U.S. channel, and there are a couple of goals that such demonstrations serve. Let me just go back to, I was born in Jordan, I was raised in Jordan, so I know it's very hard, especially these days. I salute every Jordanian
Absolutely.
who braved the police and the government and the army, the squads, to go out, because I know that it's so difficult to do that in these days after a peace agreement with Israel has been signed. I mean, I'm getting reports from I have family in Jordan, and they're telling me that we've never seen Amman like that. It's like a war scene.
So even the international reporting that you're seeing in the United States is saying the Arab Street, so-called, is against this operation, is furious both at the Israelis and at their own leaders for failure to take action. What happens after that? The Arab Street has been angry at their leaders for a long time in a lot of different places.
Well, again, that's a whole another debate about the situation in the Arab world. But I think now we're seeing slow but sure movement in the Arab street, in the Arab world, to overcome the ruling regimes, because these tyrannies and these dictatorships that are sustained mainly by the U.S., like Mubarak, like the King Abdullah of Jordan, like King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia, like I can name the whole 22 if you want, right? If you look at their main supporter, the reason, especially in Jordan, and I probably will get jailed for this, but anyway, especially in Jordan, if the U.S. cuts the lifeline, there will be no regime there.
So that goes back to the United States, particular special relationship, says Barack Obama's spokesperson David Axelrod, but special relationship for us. What do we do with it?
It's an interesting question. I mean, it doesn't seem to be a very good relationship. As Professor Khalidi said, Barack Obama has been talking about fixing the American image in the world, and although Professor Khalidi talked specifically about the Muslim world, this is actually much bigger than the Muslim world. This really actually is more about the U.S. and how Europe looks at the United States.
So, but if the president says that the administration has a special relationship, as it were, with Israel, Lubna is saying we Americans have a special relationship to what is going on there through our support. What can we here do?
We need to continue to be in the streets, I think, is important. I think, not just the Arab street, but all streets, European streets, American streets, South American streets are all rising up and speaking out now. We need to keep that pressure going. We need to, the media is reporting on it. It's actually really amazing that the media is starting to report on what we're doing here. I mean, it's almost unprecedented, I think, how many times Lubna and others have been called to be on the news. This is fantastic because we are changing the story, and we're putting it in American terms. The protests here in New York and in other parts of this country are talking about it as, for instance, right now with the economy the way it is, why are we still giving $6 billion of U.S. taxpayer money every year to Israel's military that is using it to drop bombs? These are the kinds of questions and the way to frame the questions for Americans that we need to ask. Yes, it's our own self-interest, but it's our self-interest first in terms of our own economy, but secondly also how America is in the world. And